I think I'm the only one that have not spoken about this Lucky Udu's, stuff that has been trending everywhere, right? Earlier today, I saw a video where he was actually crying, and I felt so bad, right, about it. But the thing is, it's not everybody that cries that is innocent, right? Some people might also cry when, in fact, they know that they've done something wrong, and then their integrity is at stake. They use emotions to actually cover it up. Now, you see this whole like you do stuff, right? In as much as a lot of people want to bring him down, let's not lie. A lot of people want to bring the guy down, right? It's still very, very good to point out places where he's at fault. I've said it. I've done a video here about Lucky Do. Lucky Do is doing well with what he's doing, right? Considering his age, people don't know. People think he's up to 30. That guy is a very young guy. He's not even up to 30 yet. You understand? And the things he do blows my mind away. Now, there's something I always say about people within that age range, right? They tend to make mistakes, right? He's still within that age. No, very dark man is even older than him. He's within that age where he can make his mistakes easily. Let me tell you one thing. From the day I read about his biography, I watched it on today, I started feeling somehow for him. Let me tell you something. Lucky Do is an only child and has been an orphan from when he was a child. You see this part of him, eh? This part of him, it dey break me past anything. He has been an only child. I followed his story to how he struggled, even went to school via scholarship because he's very, very good. As you see that guy, he no book, right? And then he came out and started doing this thing, helping people, right? Nobody is disputing the fact that Lucky Do helps people. But the thing is, he makes mistakes as well. Now, what are the mistakes he makes? Especially when it came to when it comes to Sky B, right? It was that time he put his NGO's number. That was where he made that mistake. Aside that, right, the guy was doing well. Sometimes this guy is so transparent that sometimes he will just have to bring out his he will bring out his payments. Would I say his payouts and show people this is what I even earn. And this is how I did this, I did this. You can see that this guy is doing some of the things he does for passion. But this is where I started having mistake with Lucky Do, right? And I'll tell you when I forgave him. I had a mistake with him when not very dark man, when Kubana chief priest and Bonner Boy we are having that that thing they had because of Helen. The way he jumped into the issue, that thing it didn't go well with me. It didn't sit well with me at all. I expected him to make more investigations. If possible, invite the lady to Nigeria, interview her, or he can travel to Kenya, go and interview this woman, then give us the whole gist out there. But he didn't do it. All he did is he just, look for his ways. They have a way around this thing. They now entered the game. They started chatting with them. At the end of the day, the thing didn't go well. He started saying that the girl said she wants to live with Burna Boy. The girl said she cannot stay in an apartment alone, that she wants to live in Lekki or whatever. People frowned at it. But the Helen herself said that Lucky Do and some other man, right, told her that she's going to live with them when she comes to Nigeria. She wasn't okay with it. So now, in these two explanations, I found it hard to believe any of them. The thing is, when you look at what was happening that time, Burna Boy was willing to bring out any amount. And let me tell you, when it has gotten to that level, people would display stupidity, people would display greed. So some things might have happened. Won't lie. You understand? Now it paid me say this guy not even say, okay, let me find out from Chief Priest. You didn't even find out from Chief Priest. All you know is he followed what was that guy's name? Burna Boy, and made sure they tarnished Chief Priest. Make sure they come to a conclusion that they'll finish him, rob his reputation. Even though that guy is a very wise person. I mean Chief Priest that decided, no, if he bring me down, these people would have rubbished him. That was when I came out to do a video and I said, no, this guy will do well. You understand? Because that time it was all over the place, insults everywhere. And as when they come out, they cry every time too. I think that was after that time, he went to do this interview with Lucky Do, right? No. Interview with Chude. That was when he went to that interview. I now got to find out that, okay, look at this boy, you don't even know him parents like that. He was a baby when they left. And he was the only child. So I knew what it comes to. And again, me doing my own investigation too about who Lucky Udu is. A lot of people knew him from Delta State. Some people knew his struggle, how this boy hustled. Some people said, I've seen people said, Lucky Udu has helped them with even his last card from school, from way back in Delta State, that this guy goes as far as helping people he didn't know. That was before this whole internet people knew him. Oh. You understand? That this guy goes out to help people. Now, I don't know. This thing I'm saying, I can't verify it because even the Lucky Udu himself can decide to go and clone an account and begin to comment those things on Tunde Not page and all of that. But then, if I can descend, I will always tell you that he's not as bad as people paint him, to be honest. Honestly, he's not as bad as people paint him. And then I watched that video where Gege was laughing at him. Gege, you're laughing at a man that has problem. Forgetting that you're a man. Hey, God. Man, they laugh man for problem. You don't even they say me bring come, see your tears here. You did okay? No, I don't think you're fine. I don't think you're fine. But whatever it is, right, at this moment or at this point, please, hmm, here's the advice I have for Lucky. Lucky, if you can stay away from this thing you're doing for the meantime, our advice stay away from it. Create normal content. You already have your audience already. People love you. They love what you do. Can you just stay away from anything money, money, money? If you want to help people, let it be that you're helping people genuinely from your own pocket. You understand? Let it not be like, oh, you're trying to raise funds for people. That is the way. That is what you will do now that will make people start trusting you. But if you go ahead with all this, oh, let's contribute money for people will not trust you. And that's the thing. For now, if you can just stay away from that thing, you can do your normal content, crime, and all of that. You understand? It will be fine. But then this part, just stay away from it. Do you get it? Stay away from that. Oh, you want to help somebody do this thing. You need to pay. You don't see, say you don't suffer tire for the thing. You're crying out on social media. This video, then they are waiting for you tomorrow. Your kids will eventually grow up to see you crying like that. Whether you like it or not, it's not good. Look for mothers and father figures in your life. Look for big sister figures in your life. Confide in them. You understand? Let this person be your own sister because I know what it means for people who don't have anybody. You get it? I understand what it is. It's not easy for them. Now look for people you can genuinely call, oh, my big sister. And let those people be able to tell you the truth regardless. Let them tell you even when you're doing wrong so that you can cry. You know? Cry to them instead of coming to the public to cry. You understand? So that is just it. For me, I don't feel that guy should be cancelled like that completely. But I just think he needs to just work on himself and a lot of things he just needs to change. The thing is, every average Nigerian guy cannot do better than him. He's one of the best people. When you're talking about very dark man, you call the likes of Udu into it. Everybody gets him for body. Everybody is not 100% okay. You understand? So you should not cancel him like that. Still give him time. Give him time to make his mistakes and learn. You understand? And look at the fact that he's an orphan. This guy is an orphan. He no get anybody. And if you are fond of making orphans cry, if this guy is innocent, better know that the wrath that you're going to face, I mean the karma that is coming for you, you won't be able to even you cannot tell. I am telling you the truth. That is why in this life, whatever you're doing, let your hand just be clean. Don't try to bring somebody down, especially orphans. Don't, because the kind of thing it comes with is well.